Alrighty, push rodders, so this is what we're dealing with here. Now, our customer's reached out to us and goes, oh, my machine's broken. And he's handed me these two pieces. And I asked him, I said, oh, is it normal steel or is it stainless? And of course I got, I don't know. So the first thing I did was grab a magnet. There we go. Yeah, so that's magnetized, and this one that's stainless steel. So as you can see, the quality of the welding job right there, if this camera will focus, yeah, quality Chinese junk right there. So what we're going to do is he's marked it, which is nice. So we're going to find where it sits in its weld, I guess you could say. We'll remark it again. This back section and the sides, I'm going to chamfer, put a really big chamfer. We'll clean up this weld here. And then we'll weld around the bottom and the sides. Once that's welded, we'll get the grinder and we'll just put a nice decent slot in the top, and so it's got a nice groove, and we'll weld that as well. Look, I know with stainless steel there is proper stainless steel wire, but in the past I have welded stainless with normal mild steel MIG wire, which is what my welder's set up for, and I haven't had any issues whatsoever. The customers that I've done that style of work for, they haven't had an issue with it. I haven't heard from them since, and that's been a good year to 2 years ago. So anyway, let me get set up, and we can get into grinding and prepping these parts for welding. Alrighty, well, I think this is probably a lower grade of stainless where a magnet will stick to it. I'm not sure of the numbers for the grades, but you probably will have noticed there wasn't a great deal of sparks coming off, and the spark size was only relatively small. Whereas if you ground some mild steel, the sparks would be a lot bigger and a lot more of them. So we've just chamfered it off enough. Let's have a look and see how we did with the it's still a bit warm. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. So I don't know, I'll turn it upside down, but that'll give you a reasonable idea. So now what we'll do is we'll fire up the welder, and yeah, we'll start tacking it all together. So there we go. And now it's a matter of just putting a nice little groove in there with the grinder, filling that up, and we'll get the top nice and smooth. We'll keep the weld, oh, it's a bit warm that. We'll keep the weld, won't bother grinding around the back side of it, just to keep a bit of strength into it. And hopefully that should get him going. Usually does help if you have the earth connected. Alrighty, push rodders, well, yeah, look, that's going to hold. Looks like there's a little bit of impurity there. That's those little bits that are bubbling up. We'll grind that back down. That should be more than strong enough, what I've done there, to have this thing go and probably outlast the machine, really. So, now, what did I use? Just a MIG welder. An old SIG weld transmig. This machine's easily 10-15 years old, so I don't even know if they make these anymore. But it's been a really good welder. It's an inverter welder. It's set up for mild steel, so it's just got mild steel wire in it, but that's cool. Let's move these out the way. Now, if you're going, oh, it's a bit of a black art setting up the welder and all the rest of it, most welders, now if I can, as you can see, they've got all the welding charts at what settings for what size wire, what welding rods, because this can do stick welding as well, and TIG, just mild steel TIG. But usually if you have a look in the side cover there of your welder, you'll generally find somewhere to help set up the welder. Otherwise, they're fairly easy. I mean, if you have a look there above amps, that's the little wire feed, so you can twist this knob up or down to adjust your wire, how quick it comes out, your volts, or it might say amps or something like that on your particular welder. That's just to adjust how hot, I guess you could say, how much electricity is going through it to burn that wire and how thick the material. And then you've got a few other different settings here, but I'm not going to worry about that because it's for this welder. Your welder may have something similar. You may have a gasless MIG, which doesn't need a gas bottle at the back there, if you can see that. That wire usually has like a flux or something along those lines that helps it weld, and you don't need the oxygen shielding gas to necessitate that. Otherwise, yeah, look, there's not much of a black art to it, if any, really. And it's a very simple little job. I mean, that job, without filming's 15 minutes. Tops. 15 minutes, $50. That's it. So, look, I've got another job to go to for the same customer, but that's out on site. We'll take all the welding gear, but again, that's only mild steel, so, but same sort of principle. Grind a chamfer on it, weld it all up, grind it back, happy days. 15 minutes, $50. Can't go wrong. It's probably a good, even a little side hustle if you, and it's also a really good way of building up your welding skills as well. Anyway, I'm waffling. What are you waiting for? Go and get your hands dirty. See you next video.